It was either go off into the technology world with my best friend or not want to be in a cubicle and do something rebellious and different. In the beginning it was hard because I saw my friends being all successful and making all this money and this other career that I could have went into, but I wanted to just work for myself and have more of that freedom. I didn't really expect to get into tattooing. I wanted to draw comics, and then my roommate at the time told me to come talk to an artist that worked at Electric Chair and see if he could give me some guidance to getting in the art world or whatnot. And I came there and he told me I should learn how to tattoo. So I was like, okay. What my history of it is, tattoo guys were just bikers and they did, gang member tattoos and things like that. It wasn't so much of a fine art form as it is now. And I got in the industry right when it was becoming that. So it was kind of an exciting time, but I never had really thought about making a career out of it, or that you could make a career out of it before that. So even though tattoos have become more socially acceptable now, you still get the person at the store like, I don't see how you could do that to yourself, if it doesn't have meaning. I'm like, it doesn't have to have meaning. Does the freaking picture of a freaking, porcelain cat or whatever hanging on your wall have that deep-rooted meaning to you, or do you just like it? It's okay to just like the artwork and tattoo it on you. It doesn't have to have deep-rooted meaning. My art style is more, dark and kind of creepy and surrealistic, based in realism. And then I really enjoy the trash polka style. But my style, I don't know, I'm really versatile. I try and stay versatile. I think that's what makes a really good tattoo artist, is anything that walks in the door, you have to be ready to execute it, or you're not gonna have a successful career. You have to be able to adapt, and I think that's why I stayed in it, because it was challenging to adapt to all these different art styles. It's helped me grow as an artist.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
It's a rush. It is a rush. Every person that I watch do their very first tattoo when they're first apprenticing, the smile on their face is like ear to ear, because it's thrilling. You're changing the appearance of somebody. You're inflicting pain on somebody. You don't want to hurt somebody. I mean, some people might, but there's like this passage to go through to receive a tattoo and to give one. Somebody's got to trust you enough to change their appearance for the rest of their life. And when that needle hits the skin and you see the ink kind of bubbling up, and then you pull that first crispy line and you're like, yeah, it's gonna be a day like that. And then you got days where like your line looks like absolute freaking garbage and you're like, I guess we're gonna push this dumpster fire uphill and see what happens. You're not always rocking and rolling every day. Some days you got a bad day, but you have to trust your perspective and your abilities to get you through even those hard days. And even on tattoos where you're fighting it the whole way, it's still fun, because you're sitting there saying, I'm not gonna let this tattoo get the best of me. I'm gonna make this tattoo my bitch. But it is a absolute rush. The feeling of the machine, you're not just drawing on paper, you're scribing someone's skin, and they're gonna bleed and they're gonna move because it hurts, but you're gonna freaking hold them down and get them through it and make sure that they get a really awesome piece of work, and then have a beer afterwards. Probably some of my worst tattoos are actually my favorite ones, or the ones that I've let my drunken friends do that don't know how to tattoo. And you would think if you let one of your friends that doesn't know how to tattoo you while they're drunk, you'd probably try and do it someplace where you could hide it. let them do it right on my hands. But it's cool because each one of these little pieces are from one of my friends, and it just represents them. And it's something I look down at all the time, and I remember that good time and that party that we had. I think those are my favorite ones, that and this tombstone that has my name in it. I went through a time where I was going through a divorce, and I hit a real low point in my life, and I didn't even want to come to work. I forgot what I was passionate about in life, and it was my work, it was my coworkers, it was my clients, it was electric chair. And now that I've overcome that, I think I get more excited now because I know that I was at this dark point in my life where I almost lost everything that I loved and cared about so much because I just didn't know what to do with myself in life. And now I have a deeper appreciation for it because I overcame that and I saved it. I saved what I cared about. So I get excited just to come do anything with it. Even if I have a cancellation for the entire day, I'm excited to just go to work. Even though I don't have to, since my whole day's open, I'll still go there so I can hang out with the other guys and talk to clients and just be in the environment, the atmosphere. And because somebody might be doing a really awesome piece and I want to check it out and maybe pick up a little tip or trick from them. You never know. Every day is exciting. I mean, Bay City's my hometown. This was the first shop that I worked at. It's just home. And all the artists that I work with there, they're like family, and everybody jives really well. We all get along. We're all friends outside of work. And with it being an open floor plan like it is there, we're all able to banter back and forth and have fun throughout the day. Our clients love it. It's not just one-on-one. They're walking out of there like, man, that place was great. All those guys were awesome. I had the best time of my life. I want every single one of my clients walking out the door feeling like they're welcome there and then they can have fun. It's life. It's short. You only get so much time. So if you go to a job that you fucking hate every day, stop. Like, go do something you want to do, even if it doesn't pay you great. Tattooing didn't pay me great when I was first starting, but I loved it, so I stuck with it. And I didn't work. I didn't have those stories of, oh, I don't want to fucking go to work today, my fucking boss is an asshole and all that. I don't have that in my life. I feel bad for people that do, but at the same time, it's like, if you don't fucking like it, stop. Are you gonna do something that you hate every single day for the rest of your life just because it gives you a paycheck? Go do something that will give you a paycheck that you like to do,